who are we? Our books and our movies are our mirror of who we are as a society today. And what does this story tell you? It tells you that we have forgotten how to be a family. I decided to write about Kelly when I met a young girl in a residential group home who was 16 years old, and she was in the lockup room. The lockup room is a glass room in this residential group home where whoever is in there, everybody can look at, but they can't get out. And it's sort of a punitive reality for them. She was incredibly beautiful and very, very seductive. There was something about her that I had never seen in anyone. She had been, from age 7, she'd been in foster homes. And she'd been a runaway, and she was sexually abused, emotionally abused, she was trafficked. And here she was, this gorgeous girl who had taught herself to be resilient by being able to maneuver through life, by tapping into everybody's most vulnerable spot. And she and I became close. And through her, I learned how your psyche can completely change when you view society as the enemy, and how you need to find some goodness and some consistency in your life in order to believe that there is some hope. Radha, do you want to say something about your take on the character?
You've spoken very eloquently about the book.
Well,
and
thank you.
Obviously, you've written it. And for any actress, this is obviously, the kind of role you dream to play. She shifts and she morphs and changes, and it's a very challenging idea for somebody to take on. But it's certainly the heart of the story that is most appealing, and if we can help raise consciousness in any way, then that would be a wonderful thing for the film to be able to do. So yeah, thanks for coming.
Thank you. The gray zone, which is the place behind closed doors that justice or injustice really occurs. And it's all about how you have to use your gray matter to battle to surface. I felt that I wanted to use this book to really alert people to the fact that 78.8% of all inmates in penitentiary come from the child welfare system. The fact that America is now the #1 center for sex trafficking in the world. The fact that Los Angeles is now the #1 city for sex trafficking in the world. And when you really think of the fact that 15 out of 16 rapists don't spend one day in jail, and you think of the fact that these girls who are trafficked that are 12 and 13 years old are considered criminals versus victims, and therefore they are the ones that are punitized. And if you think of the fact that the entire world has turned their backs onto these girls, when you think of all of this, you say to yourself, we are a society, and who are we?